Hey guys, hey, how you guys are doing? Is you guys doing? Because today is Monday. Well, it's Monday night actually, and me and Matthew are out and about to go home, and I thought I would kind of bring up a few things that you guys have kind of asked us about. So how are we going to communicate? How is a long distance relationship going to work when he's in Korea and I'm obviously here in the United States? And you know, a lot of you have voiced your concern in messages and in different ways that the way it is in Korea, you know, men cheat and women cheat, and that's not even remotely a concern for me. But so Matthew, how did we meet?
I met you online.
A little louder.
I met you online.
So we met online, and so being online again, we had to do that when he was in basic training. And I've told you guys this before, but I get new people all the time, and the story still has to be said because nobody wants to go through 700 videos. So Matthew, how do you feel about going to Korea?
I'm indifferent. There's goods and there's bads to it.
How do you feel about going to Korea, of course, without me?
It's not fun.
But it's what?
It's necessary.
There's nothing we can do about it, right?
Well, it's necessary.
So they want to know.
I probably could do something about it, but I'm not going to, because you have healthcare here. You have established healthcare here. You want to get a surgery done. You finally have a psychiatrist. You have a good psychologist. You have a pain management clinic. You have all the things that you need right now for right now, and I don't want you to go to a different place and then come around a couple months later and be like, oh crap, I'm really sick, I need all this stuff. Well, let's just get it done now.
So why am I not going with you to Korea? Because other ladies are accompanied, and I'm not. I'm unaccompanied. Excuse me.
Because the rank I am, I'm senior airman right now. It's pay grade E4. It's very likely that it would the application to make her a company would be denied. Furthermore, she has something called a Q code against her, which basically says she has health problems, and they would see that on my application for her to come with me, and they would just say no. People who go have something called command sponsorship. The command says, oh yeah, your spouse can come. Spouses can come uncommand sponsored. They can come by themselves, and I mean, you'd have to get approval, but that's a little bit easier, but it'd be through your own pocket, and it was just a pain in the ass. I didn't want to deal with it. I had no reason to deal with it because of the circumstances, and genuinely, just doing this tour unaccompanied is not a big deal.
So it's only for how long?
It's 12 months, but I'm going to end up having to extend that to 14 months probably.
To 14, which is not that long because he's very tired. We're going to have to go home really soon, but I wanted to get this done because if I don't get this done now, God knows when we'll have time to do it later because we've been moving. So, when you get over to Korea, how are you and I going to communicate?
On the computer.
On the computer. We have several different computers. We have FaceTime, we have Skype, and when you were in tech school, what did we do all the time?
Stayed on the computer. We
stayed on the computer. And when we first met, what did we do all the time?
Stayed on the computer.
We stayed on the computer. Now, what did we use to do that with? Did we ever turn off Skype?
No.
No. We never, ever turned off Skype. So, when we found out that we loved each other, we kept Skype on, even before we even had, webcams. So we had constant communication. When he was in tech school and was finally in a dorm, he was him and I just left Skype on, and then maybe he was at work or something, or maybe our connection got cut off, but as soon as he got home from work, or as soon as he got home from class, or as soon as I got back from the gym, we would turn it back on. So we have 24 hours, you know, connection together, and it's not really going to be that bad. So a lot of people are worried about my mental state after you leave. So how do you feel about my mental state after you leave?
Y'all are fucking weird. Y'all are super fucking weird sometimes. I genuinely don't get it. Like, y'all want my opinion on essentially leaving my wife. It's gonna fucking suck. It's gonna really fucking suck. I'm gonna be gone for 12, 13, 14 months. I'm not looking forward to it. There are advantages and disadvantages to going for parts of our lives, like money and mostly money, honestly. And money is a huge part of your life because it allows you to do almost everything. But it's not a fun thing. I don't want to do this. Her mental state isn't going to be better. It's not going to be better when I leave. But it will get better after a certain amount of time that I'm gone. It's not going to be good when I leave, because obviously she's going to be freaking out because I just left. But maybe a month and a half down the road, it'll just be normal again, and that's just what it's going to be. So I really genuinely don't understand why a lot of the time you guys want to know this. What would it be like for you if your spouse, or if your child, or if your husband, or I'm sorry, I already said that, if your dad or your mom or somebody left you for a certain amount of time? It would be like, oh crap, they left. And then you'd wait, and then it would just be normal. That's just what it's got to be. So that is what it's got to be. That's it.
But a lot of the times, you know, I'm not worried about, I'm actually not really worried at all. Mostly I'm gonna miss the shit out of him, and there are gonna be days that I'm absolutely wrecked. And you're right, like, he's absolutely right. We have done this many times before. It's been different circumstances, but this is not our first rodeo. I have amazing doctors here. I have fantastic support here from you guys here in person. I'm gonna be with 2 of my best friends right after he leaves. Whoopsie. And I drop you guys on the floor. Well, actually on the desk. But I'm actually using his phone because mine, the audio is screwing up, and I can't get my phone fixed until probably December. So you guys might have my audio for crap, or I might just have to use my iPad. I'm not sure. So pretty much, guys, like, we'll be on the phone together. We will figure things out. It's not gonna be the end-all be-all. I'm not gonna jump off a bridge. You know, I'm not gonna stop making videos. I will probably make more videos. I will probably start talking about what it's like to be a military wife and having your husband overseas. I will probably talk about all kinds of different stuff, and like the surgery that's, you know, I'm trying to get done, and going back to the gym, and I'm having another procedure done for my hip, and there's all kinds of stuff coming up. I am moving. I want to show you my new house tour. I've got some stuff to pack this week, so you guys will watch me pack up some shit. There's lots of stuff coming. Guys, don't worry, okay? I love you guys so much for worrying, but you don't have to. He is a phenomenal human being. I trust him with every part of my being, and you trust me with every part of your being, don't you, my love? He knows I'm not going anywhere. He's definitely not going anywhere, and we will be a much stronger unit, a much stronger marriage, because that we've gone through this and had this experience. I also look at this as an adventure for him, because he's going to be in a completely different place, And I also look at it as an adventure for me because I get to go visit that. You know, there are days, and you guys know I'm bipolar. You guys know I have issues. There are days when I am just gonna lose it. And I can't see the sun through the storm. But there are days like today where the clouds are completely clear and I'm like, yes, we can do this. I'm going to do this. I'm gonna cry while I'm doing this, but I will do this. And it'll only make me stronger as a person, and it will only make us stronger as a community, because you guys mean so much to me and I super appreciate it. So with that being said, I love your beautiful, gorgeous, amazing faces. Me and Matthew need to go home because he is super tired, and we moved all yesterday and both of us hurt like whoa, and we still didn't get all of the stuff, did we, baby? Like 40% of the house.
Not even 40%.
Not even 40%, and it was all his mom's stuff. And I would say a good 60% more of the house is his mom's stuff that still needs to be moved. So we've got the next 2 weeks, and then he's got to go. So I will talk to you guys again tomorrow. Mwah. Bye.